We're grateful that you're still with us on Business Focus. It's now time for us to bring you the Mover segment. And this time, we've moved away from the office domain. We are at the Great Kosa Company Limited at Gomwa in Porta. And that is where Apostel Kwadwo Safo operates his business from. Today, we'll find out what motivates him in his business, all these inventions, what indeed keeps him going. And we're privileged to have the man himself, Papa Chiao na what say yabeto if ye are ye surgery edi kind maybe sao and yoma bebrebe a woye den ne hye won kran say ye ni nyina kusika eba electrical
adwuma bia no so nipa ya ye wo obia ne nadwene ne say me a nankopo bo me no obo me say me abibefo kanea nti ne efrem say African star no adwuma na me ye ni nyina no ebi o ha mekoda se mpese me ya de bia mekoda na mada no o ba beto me say me da ho enso na me kokoro na mpese me sua so no apotofo say just meditation meditate metimi draw na me amesi ana me ya cast no so ana me no ma we nya nyame no no ahye me bo aka chem se memra meye na nye se wo sore na ye bompa ye ma me obi na eye wo se a na te se wo sum nyame so obi mpo na eye no awade adwuma dene ane enoma na ogitum se nyame obo no ma ni nyansa ono so de atie bia no obetumi aye eno na mama hoodene a me nkire bibefo se bi so ye bibini a na wadwene nye tuntum te se de nipa kan perception of African people.
Apostle, yes, say, Chinese phobia na America phobia, ba abe chere wunjuma ne eni so na we hu said ye te. Oni omundi lisa.
Mekoda.
Nti kai nyina wo ye nyina.
Mekoda. Timnyam koda ya ape. Krono so na mekoho. Na honam we da ha. Nti adechi a na mwa ye wo ho bia no na metimi. Nti momfa we nsha ha. Momfa we nsha ha. Nti menya behwe na nyara meka se ne se na me no. Enu nti na mamtimi ya sa no man.
Apostle enwanwa bebre ni o ma wa ye SUV a mekohu ye pickup a mekohu ye television a obo nsem na television yi aso na obo nsem na volume asen aba form wa ye ni o ma hodo bebre nanso Ghana fo na mepese me hu se empempi as a Ghanaian o ye ni o ma sai na Ghana fo ankasa egitum
yo ense omo anyintumu no ya dwen se broni nkoa ne timi adenti ne timi kecho se so onye broni na ye dia ane na nye bisa ho se adenti a enti no wodi nkai buye ho animtia se o na se we die wonye hwe na se we die ontimi nye ya die ntimi nye no na ama ye ene ya ba be ye wi na fe de odi beba bia meto mbo asa checho mama ho se minim mesua na nye se broni the fini krom ho na obecha na de wa dabi
mama mbisa se ni amekohu se de ayeye hyen yi yeye kasi ni o ma ne bi wo ho a utimi krafi amoname na odi aba nene wo ya de papa se ya wo boa emrantie bebrebe yi tax ni ade obi be ka se wo se ma wo incentives bi e betimi aboa wo ene ye boa wo sa kwan ni asa no so
me ne wo mu keka ho asem de se etimi be fo mu a ka me bo nso kra be fo se we de ye no ha ya eno ma nso amede ye nso eye papa enti na ma me de bi kwata post for se o mu nso nhwe na me ya me ba machi ni bi asa de shegu na te se o mu ehu se bibini ya de a eye na nya brofo nko a
cheche apart from pick up yi edan ne de ben na wo wani so se wo ye me hu se wa ye mfidie bebre ba obetimi abobo bi so
se oba kra no me nkwara na mama omo akosua omo aye first degree awia no se omo na me kire on aviation for no
okay
be me mom so ye plane no mo hu ye minim steam aye at the ship eno kra na adwuma ande me head as me kosua bi o ha me sua bi eno no la na ye obi cross kakra but dia kan nyina ne de bebebe nyina de ahaya technology no abode nyansapem hwehwemu na nka se onni nimde yakwanimu untimi nye emi wo wie first degree kura na untimi nye wate masters untimi nye as wo druma na asa wo bibi e wo mu powers ansa na so abeka ho na wo ko hu wi a obada betwere.
Everybody who gets to this field needs a certain level of education, and he has it, but he will simply not want to discuss it. As Apostle, me pese me kai wunchire, emre bi atwa mu kai die di kan pa wo ye na na ye den.
De me kai me fiti ase no. Ade a me kopa ne se me de adwe. Pamnot. Ne ho no. Ne pin. Ane ho no. Ana me kofa abebie. Seashells. Oh, and I'm young fra say me pe and no minimum na put up for chemicals. And to be the fra no, and I mean me no 92 na me de coat it fair no. And no, na me ya me de coat it fair no. So, and to me ye and the tear over to say no man so me nanya no a me kofa esie that is anti her. Na ma wo tese ma mess me the France anu a nam de aye noma ena se wo nane dade na wo hwie gumu a tese se abo no oyi ehon no tese wo yi shape no enu nya me nyina wa me ya abode nyansa pemu hwehwebu e wo ye ni aya sase so sanity.
Okay, so Apostle is primarily talking about how he started, and early on he was using just the palm kernel and sand, just using his own inventions to know that that was a good product. And if you remember back in the days, those were the engines he produced and sent to trade fairs sometime for exhibition, and those are the famous ones that he is very much remembered for. We would also find out from you, Apostle, when it comes to funding, obi so mu, abai so mu.
Anu de me ankasa no me wo afuo bebrebe na nsan kura no a me ya me de balan kwa me nya hasa $300 na me nya body enso so ahenu 200 anu na me ye na mo anantwie enso mako ahenu eni nsia afran 6 na mo nwan ram enti enoma na me ye ababie ni wo mo abaso ababie ni ho a waba no yi skama meda anu de enso mfidudu enyina me maba me hu me ye adwuma na me de aboa.
He's talked about supporting his business with his farming. He does a lot of commercial farming. Apostle, you are producing vehicles, you're producing electronic gadgets. Why are they not on the Kantamanto market? Why can't I get one at Melcom probably?
I say before no, we are then say enye. See na say and so over China for any way mukwana omokai omodi nkai na ekonechi ansa enti na me ya me sohwa chese me try na me hu safe de me na me ya ma de me gitum se eye na nkankane no de aka me ya ya apam de baba bonten na mo ya ni aye nkofo ho asemti se ya kan yo oboni aye de ho hyen ani ode be ya ancha ne de obepe me de nde cha ompe enti na ama unya na be kakra no ebebuso ise kwa mbe ya 39 aye no adawia no me ka pick up so no.
Oh, okay.
And afi de eno nso so ayekru hu amofra no 4x4 no so SUV no and eno nso so bi na me be ye anketwa no nso so salon cars.
Okay. Nti enche bi ebe busu wo market.
Oh,
why you researching in
de hu no ma me hia no ade ba.
I questioned about you getting support from government, and you said no. I want to find out from you. Quite recently, the Minister of Trade was here, and he gave you a lot of assurances. Started supporting you as they promised.
Oma kade nemu omunya endi omu bohye no so. Sachi ansa no be di so dia. Andi na say e wo bia na dwene bia we dia obekan dia obi di so.
I met all categories of people, those who have not educated themselves to a certain level, tertiary students, even those pursuing their masters. Now, Apostle me pese me hu, onkwala no fo mu fi hi, na nipa he ne wo wase a eye dwuma ma wo hwemfuo ne ekeka ho nyina.
Yo, onkwala ne nyina be se ahasan ne 250. And they've been my own doctorate. na enan nso gu so omo yom doctorate ya frɛ obi sɛ yaw bia no odi ma me achi no sɛ me anam hwɛ no saa from yes saa de kopim bro wie ya mana kwa doctorate na Kwadwo na Martin na Kofi so yom doctorate ansa na omo aka masters square de mo be 30 aduasa ansa na omo obi hu won wa hande dudu ala nyina na first degree obi ani ma me ewu obi ani ma me ntumi hwɛ no sɛ wadwene mu be boa wo nko ade a me oho enti na me ka sɛ me ye abibefo nso ma no African star.
He's described himself as the African star. He says, I am the man who will give the opportunity to everyone who wants to educate himself. It doesn't matter your background or where you're coming from. I am speaking to Apostle Dr. Kwadwo Safo, and if you're just joining us, you're still live on Business Focus. Well, we would look at some other things. I've heard you want to build the tallest high-rise building in the country today. Can you share that with us? I mean, what form of a skyscraper would you want to build?
Me person me see there to aso aduasa eno mpo de maje ho license ni bibia wi ane the foundation na mana no a moko ba bia be udru ba bia clay tintin bi se no a amana da ho no aha betuya ma no kofom be se feet anamon aduonu 20 feet ni magu mu ade abedu sabre no se de be na da no bisia enwo so sana me yewe nti me simi da na me ye na gina so no that's the pillars no nso so ahoɔden nti me nim ye na me ye mpesa be kire wo se so mo seed antentena ye bitumi asibi wa ha.
Apostle, you've also had the opportunity to train a lot of people. I am thinking about the workforce that you are using and the human resource training as in training omunya. Let me mention, say, aviation sector who train yomo automobile engineering who train yomo and sana architects, ne builders, ne engineers who train yomo do you have the human resource that you need? Say, jumayefo a wo hia no oh anasa woni ebi mo partnership say bia KNUST Moma men kwala o muti sei na men so technical part of it na men chiro mo wa ha bibisa na wo ye
me wo bi wo mo ha de na ma ho da na me de kire but Kumasi case to there me ne o mo and I'm for that's the understanding of Mom London and then Nancy and so you mat and so me ne o mo assign and so o mo de na o twe back on a fe de o mo te mase ba men fo nya te mase ba se ya ka brofo no nko akeke brofo no ye obi kasa ontumi mfa nsa sei enya dwuma na we be ma obeware no wawo na se brofo no nko na obeka na ontumi nya obede behwe no ba no school biara obaye na dwun se ye makwan na ode ne nkwara abeba no ma ba mi nsem se magi wo mo matete wo na ga na asesa
pese unya America kra na wo chire mu de enti a ehyan yi wo decide se wo de bekwa koma Ghana police
ya na omo a akromfo se meka am robbers ane ho no ma no se omo koye sa no a na wo kaka chem se o pe baabi na omo nkwache wo ma won a ebe okra mutumi ka se kai ni ho ente me de be ma won se bibia ni a omo ho be ye ha na omo akọ na se eba akire bia no a omo akọchire enipa no enti na ma medical ma won se akromfo nti se de da yensu asumbadwe.
He recently donated a pickup truck to the Ghana Police Service, and I was just trying to inquire what was his motivation. Now, he's explained that it saddens him that most of the times when there is a robbery or a situation, the police simply will tell you that they do not have vehicles to pursue the said armed robbers. So this is his little contribution to the service to ensure that they are also able to enhance their operations in fighting crime in the country. Now, like I told you early on, we're still with Apostle Dr. Kwadwo Safo. At this moment, I would want to ask him a very touchy question, and that is, Apostle, do you think that you are fulfilled today, that if your maker calls you, you say, I have come to do what I was sent to do on earth?
Oh, yes. And if I'm at it on Dawson, then we want to make a say, or frame CC Anua. Na metumi akase me wie de o se me wie e bia na aka enipa ba ko bia otwato na mu ka me nko ade a maka se maye biara na bia na aka enipa ba ko otwato last person na no de.
So you need to go and
that's right.
take care of that person. Obviously, quite interesting. Apostle, at this point, as a businessman, as an inventor, and as a man of God, I want to find out the problems you have, the difficulties you have. Can you share some with Mother Ghana?
That's the challenges. Now you try your best and overcome it. Obi so ha uni ankasa beba abebu abem sad na wo ye no enye so hu ade bi on so a obekọ akoto awie no a wo de beba no na enye papa ni nya so onya koto wie eka ho ena ye kabo na me boka no ho ana me ye na anye ya me se afiansa na me so this is the first try.
Okay.
Until se me ye ni sa kopim bra ade na me ye no me nyai ni ma ya mena ye yie entina obi abatumi a mmaka to say we drobu mu a you see me as a genius. That's my name. Sani na me bo me o sheda sesiem say mabamumu nye bibia so genius ade bi ade bebem bia no me koda metumi aye eno.
He's described himself as a genius, a man who really has in-depth knowledge. And I think by far and with what you've seen, you can confirm that this is a man who is an asset to Mother Ghana. I'm preparing to round it up, but I'll try to find out from him. Apostle, if you have an advice for the younger generation today who watching Business Focus, of course, what would it be?
Yo, me pese bitu omfo se ade bi eye emfitiase bia no enyagro. Enti se wo ya de baako na se anye yi a ma omu abamumu. You can get really if you want. You must try. You succeed at last. That's the fortune. It's your fortune. Opese wunya na wunya so hu ene hia won so a umuye. So to me so be adwuma nko ade a emfidudo bi a obede bia no ebi enyame ebetumi atonsam. So ankope kokei ne kro no ene no ba bi a enye ankofa saka obi a mebata ho a onyankopɔ nim pefe se wakoma mpefe we na mde to omfo se obi a kwasore ye na se osoro so akotra asodem ho edifra na pad kopma nwumre no wase wadaje.
He's talked about his life, and for the younger generation, he thinks that do not meddle yourself in any activities that would be unprofitable to you. For you, the businessman also, he's talked about diversification, and he says he, Apostle Dr. Kwadwo Safo, is not in one business. He would try this one today and tomorrow invest in the other. For instance, the transport business, the quarry business, the education setup.
How can public-private partnership help prop up the economy of Ghana? To what limits can Ghana go in the pursuit of multi-party democracy in Parliament?